Today I'm breaking down Pittsburgh's hottest new developments and not just what they're building, but how this directly impacts you, your lifestyle, your long-term equity, and your next big move. If you're thinking of moving to Pittsburgh or you're just curious on where the city's heading in the next few years, this video is for you. This will be all about Pittsburgh's new developments and what it means for you if you're investing, relocating, or you currently live in Pittsburgh. As a local real estate professional who does a ton of relocation, my goal is to give you insights on Pittsburgh that you might not know about, why it matters, and how these changes could directly impact your life. So let's get started. So what if Pittsburgh's north side became the next waterfront lifestyle area to hang out, with luxury living, entertainment, and beautiful views all in one place? Well, that's exactly what the Esplanade at Chateau is aiming to do. What even is it? Well, it's a $740 million mixed-use development coming to the north side, right on the Ohio River. It will be featuring a 164-foot Ferris wheel, which is really insane, 225-room hotel, 300 apartments, over 100 condos, restaurants, bike paths, and over 8 acres of walkable trails. This isn't just another apartment complex, it's a reimagining of urban living. Think Chicago's Navy Pier that meets kind of residential Pittsburgh. So if you're relocating and you want an area that's going to rapidly appreciate over the next decade, or if you want the convenience of being downtown without the hard to navigate streets and busy noise, then this could be an area that you may want to consider. Buying in early in a development like this is investing before the initial public offering. You're not just buying a condo, you're buying a lifestyle that is going to be in heavy demand. What happens when a city builds its first new skyscraper in nearly 10 years? It pretty much signals a boom. That's exactly what the FNB Financial Center is bringing to Pittsburgh. A 26-story, over 400,000 square feet tower coming from First National Bank in the Lower Hill District. This is part of a massive and multi-phase development coming to the Lower Hill, which includes new parks, retail, new housing developments, and a lot of infrastructure improvements. So this signals that this area is being reborn. From once a underutilized space to now an economic engine. If you're moving here for work, proximity to the city, or you're looking for high potential investments, this area is catching on, kind of like Soho before it exploded. Think of this as Pittsburgh's own Hudson Yard moment. You're witnessing the start of something big. Property prices here aren't just increasing, but they're literally being engineered to rise. And smart buyers position themselves next to economic anchors. So next, what does $1.5 billion say about the healthcare future in Pittsburgh? A lot, especially if you're in medicine, innovation, or education. So a 17-story expansion of the UPMC Presbyterian in Oakland is coming to Pittsburgh. This is actually the largest medical construction in the state of Pennsylvania, which is set to open in 2027. So Oakland already houses top institutions such as Carnegie Mellon, UPMC, and Pitt. So this project is really cementing its status as the nexus of healthcare and research in Western Pennsylvania. So if you're a healthcare worker, a tech pro, or a med student, this is ground zero for opportunity. And the real estate nearby is heating up fast. You really don't need to be in med school to benefit from this either. Buying property near a healthcare boom is basically like buying next to a university. Constant demand, reliable renters, and long-term upside. There are definitely pros and cons to buying in Oakland though, especially if you're looking to reside there, being that it is a college-heavy town. I would recommend it for investors and people who are looking for solid rentals as you're in the hotspot of all of these developments when it comes to medical and education, which Pittsburgh is very much known for. So if you want more information on what areas are going to be right for you, whether you're looking to invest, whether you're looking at residential, my family's been in the real estate business in Pittsburgh for over 30 years. And when you work with me, you get access to all of this. My father is not only in investments here, but he's also in construction And we have a full real estate team that helps people buy and sell real estate from all over the world every single day, and we absolutely love it. We love beating out other offers and getting yours accepted. So if you want full representation and you want information on exactly where to live and how to get the house of your dreams or the investment of your pocketbook dreams, then our information is in the description below, always up here on the screen. Reach out anytime, days, nights, weekends. We have your back when you're moving to Pittsburgh. And if you want to check out all of our 5-star reviews, just simply Google Riley Madden reviews. And if you want to check out all of our 5-star reviews, simply go to our Instagram, Living in Pittsburgh, or check out our Zillow page, Riley Madden Real Estate Reviews, and you'll be able to see a lot of the happy clients that we've helped. So next, this is huge for downtown Pittsburgh, and this is something I'm super excited about because I believe it's going to change the trajectory of people not choosing to live downtown to people choosing to reside downtown and not just in the city neighborhoods and the suburbs. And if you think downtown Pittsburgh is more empty storefronts and not much livability, that is set to change, and it's in the works right now. A $600 million initiative has been approved to change downtown into basically a live, work, play scenario compared to just work and leave. They're actually transforming a lot of the commercial buildings into residential living, which is going to change the whole entire real estate market downtown and provide so many more opportunities to get different condo buildings, different views, different amenities, different HOA fees, and different lifestyles. For instance, the GNC headquarters is now being transformed into 253 apartments. And Market Square is being completely modernized with a lot more green space and a lot more businesses. They're doing a lot more public space and making it very easy for workers to be able to go outside, enjoy themselves, still get work done with outlets everywhere, with green space, and being able to enjoy their time and not feeling like they have to leave the city in order to get some peace and quiet. And it's not just a facelift, it's really a transformation to turn downtown into a destination and not just a 9-to-5 hub. So if you want walkable living, short commutes, and access to entertainment, then downtown Pittsburgh might very much be your favorite spot here in the next few years. And when cities bet on walkability and urban housing, values go up. Think Denver, Austin, or even Nashville. Pittsburgh is next, and it's so exciting. So next, imagine if you lived steps away from an iconic museum that's now becoming a full cultural district. So what is it? It's a $45 million expansion, adding over 58,000 square feet of venue and event space to the Andy Warhol Museum. They're even launching something known as the Pop District. This is basically an arts, events, and entrepreneurship ecosystem. This is going to draw events, creative companies, startups, tourism, and major foot traffic. And this is all coming to the North Shore. If you value creativity, different events, meeting new people, or wanting to be in the center of it all, this makes North Shore one of the most dynamic places to live. Think almost like Brooklyn's Dumbo. Once gritty, but now a hub for art, tech, and lifestyle. Real estate near art and culture seems to always win. It's not decoration, but it's demand generation. So next, what makes a good city even better? Easier access in and out. We have a $1.5 billion terminal update happening right now at the Pittsburgh International Airport. This is focused on better dining options, technology, design, and traveler experience. They're really focused on improving the flow and the works of the airport, which I'll tell you that I travel a lot, in Pittsburgh's airport. I already like it because it is so low key, it's not super busy, and it's very efficient. And they have enough dining spots. And they have enough good dining spots. They have the club access for the lounge, and it's a pretty decent airport. But this change, over $1 billion coming into it, just signifies that something great could be even greater, and the whole experience is going to change, which is definitely going to help with the inflow and outflow of people, especially people who reside in Pittsburgh and travel a lot for work. This will give the city an edge with frequent flyers, remote workers, and businesses in general. So if you are relocating, but you plan to travel a lot for work, this is going to make Pittsburgh even more viable than ever and just improve your overall lifestyle. Airports aren't just transit hubs, but they're almost like economic accelerators. And property within 20 to 30 minutes of an upgraded airport is definitely going to be an advantage. Next, the Allegheny Shores in Sharpsburg. So what if you could live by the river, also close to downtown, but in a peaceful and modern community that nobody's talking about just yet? Well, there is a brand new riverfront development in the works in Sharpsburg. This is going to bring housing, retail, trails, and waterfront access, which is exciting for Sharpsburg because property prices are still on the lower end and you're getting access to Fox Chapel School District. So this is an area, in my opinion, that has nowhere to go but up. With this area being reimagined with more space, water access, and quick city access, it's honestly primed for transformation. So if you want value now and upside later, Sharpsburg is going to offer basically an early mover advantage. It's quieter, more affordable, and it's low-key on the rise. A lot of properties we have seen in Sharpsburg with clients get bidded on pretty fast and by a lot of people. So we're seeing multiple offer situations, sometimes over the weekend, which for Sharpsburg before this was never the case. But since you're really close to Lawrenceville, you're literally over the river from a lot of these hot spots and hot neighborhoods, but plus you're so close to Fox Chapel and Aspinwall and these neighborhoods that encompass the Fox Chapel School District, you have access to the waterworks shopping, but also everything in the city. This is an area that's poised for suburban living, city living, and upward growth, especially with the property prices being so low. So my advice would be buy where the builders are betting. It's kind of like buying in East Austin in 2013. Next, the Albion Apartments in Lawrenceville. What do you get when you add luxury living to Pittsburgh's hippest neighborhood? A no-brainer rental or relocation choice. You have a brand new apartment complex being built in Lawrenceville, which isn't a huge surprise because we all know demand and development has been booming in Lawrenceville for the past decade. And Lawrenceville really already leads the city when it comes to urban living, restaurants, and new developments. So more housing just means more access for newcomers. And building more luxury options is a great deal because a lot of Lawrenceville is row homes and then some apartment buildings, and some of them were built a decade ago or so. So getting more new luxury options is just only going to bring more people to this area so that they could enjoy all of the cafes, boutiques, bars, and nightlife. And this is truly where Gen Z and millennials want to live. Basically like future-proof real estate and a lifestyle magnet. So Pittsburgh's new developments, they're not just headlines, but they're real world opportunities for people who are entering the market, looking at investing, or interested in Pittsburgh and gaining that long-term equity long before it explodes. And these aren't just buildings, it's great signals on where the money, attention, and builders are flocking to. For good reason, for momentum, and for appreciation, especially in a city like Pittsburgh where it's on the verge of a rise. So if you're thinking of moving to Pittsburgh and you're looking at where to live and you're trying to navigate this city, this is what we help people with every single day. So reach out. Our information is in the description below, up here on the screen. Give us a call, shoot us a text. Let's talk about your future move to Pittsburgh and how we can map out everything for you and help with the whole entire process. And if this video was helpful at all, we have a ton more that go way more in depth about specific neighborhoods for residential living, for investing, and just information on a real estate market in general. So go ahead and click one of these videos right here, and these will get you started on learning everything you can about working, eating, sleeping, living, and playing in Pittsburgh. We'll see you there.